Hey, before we start the show, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you continue getting notifications for Hostile Therapy with Big Red. Now let's get back to the show.
You mentioned the hug.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah. Or the long embrace, like, it's so good to see you,
the little shake with it.
Friend.
Where your middle's not touching, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you real close up top, but down below it's a triangle.
The hold, and you rub the back too.
Oh no. And you can feel what their heart rate is because they're so close to the chest. No, that's too much.
You gotta do the side hug, the little church hug. You know,
right.
From the side.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
I had a friend, she didn't like the way her husband approached one of her girlfriends. She said you should have leaned, like stuck your butt out and gave her that. Instead,
the way she said it,
he's
not gonna do it.
And she didn't like it, and she brought it to his attention because even the girlfriend was like, "Whoa!" Like she was expecting him to lean, but he brought her close, and she didn't like it.
No, you come close, man. What you doing all far away for?
You put it on. What up, son?
Squeeze. Smacking the ass after that. No.
Stop hugging people. Man, we can't hug.
She definitely mentioned that when we were talking.
Pound.
That she had to step to, pull him to the side. Don't you ever hug my friend like that again. You lean to her, and half of your body should be away from her. So I was like, well, I guess that's how you should do it.
Did she address it right there on the spot? Or did she wait to later on to pull him to the side?
She waited and pulled him to the side, but her friend looked at her. She said her friend looked at her like, what? What is all this? Like, hey, like.
Was her friend butt out?
She started off that way.
It started off that way, but when he grabbed her, it's like
he pulled her in.
So she, out of respect for her friend, she was like, "Whoa!" And so I asked my friend Karen. I said, "Well, what did you do?" She said, "I waited because I didn't want to make a scene, but I pulled him aside. So don't you ever hug any of my friends like that again. You should have been, your half of your body should have been leaned out, or she should have just been like that with you." So he apologized because he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I did that." She said, "Don't you ever do that," because she felt it was a disrespect to her. So, no, I don't.
Why is she hugging her friends? I'm sorry. Like, are him and her like? Well, I'm interested.
They knew, they was all. I guess they were all meeting up.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, you see everybody, hey, how you doing? But he hugged her. I guess. I mean, they know each other. They all work on the same.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever hugged any of my girl, like, unless they were my friend as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. He didn't think. He just said, "Hey, what's going on?" But she didn't think it was. She said it was just.
And if it's just hey going on, one arm.
Right.
Hey, what's that?
So I asked her, "How was the night after that?" And she was like, She was like, ugh. She was pissed, but.
I would say do it like we were at a business meeting and there's another woman there that you don't know. You don't like go and hug somebody at a job or a meeting. You just probably politely shake their hand or whatever. Hi, how you doing? Yeah. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while.
We don't even have to embrace for real. Like, like what? Because again, like, what is the reason we're embracing? Like, do we miss each other that much, or like is it? Like, I hug my.
Go into details how long. They haven't seen each other. I know we were talking about it, and I'm glad you brought that up. But she just mentioned, she asked us, how would we feel? And I said, well, I don't think he should have hugged her.
I would feel like, did you know her beforehand? Or
well, they knew each other for years.
Oh, okay. They were friends before.
Oh, yeah, they knew each other for many years. But
but she was also, that's also her friend.
It's really her friend.
Oh, okay.
So she's a friend of both.
She ended up dating him.
Yeah, no, it was her husband.
Oh, her husband. Okay. Now, okay.
Her husband did the hug.
Okay.
So she said.
So had her husband hugged any of her other friends that way, or was this something she just noticed this time? Like it just happened and had happened that way before. Because it would make me wonder why all of a sudden is he hugging her? If I've never had this problem with him before, and that's my husband, you know what I'm saying? So what? Why all of a sudden you hug your homegirl like that? I mean, I would have shot
And
my
why
antennas up
that
too.
homegirl?
I don't
You know,
remember this happened like 3 years ago. I don't remember the hour. We was
check
in
on
at,
her.
The
at
ins and outs.
lunch. Yeah, we were talking about it. I don't remember what she said. She just asked me how would we feel if our mate did that, and I was like, well, I wouldn't like it. So I asked her, what did you do? And she said, I just put him to the side. And I said, don't do that. But
Yeah,
she
because
didn't go
hearing
into
it, I
details
don't
if
think you
he
should do it.
actually do that to everybody. I think it was just that event. I don't know.
What was his
If that's
response?
something Sparky, that's true. Does he do that normally to everybody, or was this
Right.
in person? Right.
What
Right.
was his
Because then it's
response?
like,
She
What
didn't
what
go into details. She just said I didn't like it.
She
what
might not have
did
We
she
wanted
were
tell
to.
you
talking
what
about
his response was to that?
he apologized. She
Oh,
said he
okay.
apologized. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I did it like that." She was like, "Don't do
Okay.
that to my
As
friend."
long as there's apology and change behavior,
Yeah,
you know,
but she probably
we'll check
was
back on this in a couple of
pissed.
weeks.
Yeah, she had to be pissed because she brought it up at
Test
our
it
luncheon.
out.
Yeah,
Bring
so it
another
bothered
friend.
her. Yeah, she brought it up at the luncheon. So I was like,
Not-
Different friend come up like, all
you know
right,
what?
nice to see you.
I have something to say.
May
I
I
do not
finish
like the
what
way
you're
I was
doing?
approached earlier by
right.
someone here, not saying any names.
Yeah, but you have to be careful with certain things you do anyway, because all these people with sexual harassment. What if
You
she
do.
would have took
You
it
do.
the wrong way? Like, what if?
Mm-hmm.
What if she was a victim of it beforehand? So yeah, she could be sensitive to move or touch and move sensitive to embrace like that, and that was too
Right,
much for her to deal with.
Well, that changes
what
the
if,
dynamic just a little bit because you said they were friends years before that. So I'm thinking, they were hugging like this before they became a couple and married.
But we don't
It
know the
never
nature
stopped.
of that
no, but
friendship
she
for
said her
real.
friend was like this.
Okay. Oh, okay. It just yeah. Okay.
Like it was just like she was like, okay. So I don't
Hmm.
know. That's not. That's the way she's. Yeah.
Mm.
That's why I said, I don't
Yeah.
know. She just had to. Good thing she checked it. That's all.
Mhm.
Don't let something like that slide.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he may think it's innocent, but not to the person he's doing it to, or not to his partner.
Hmm.
and it could be misconstrued. Like, he could have
Mhm.
been doing it as, just as a regular hug and didn't think much about it. But if the chick is not really your friend, you know what I'm saying? She might take it as something else. And before you know, she responded in a way that's inappropriate because she thought he was coming away and that wasn't his intent. And it could just be a whole lot.
And let's be honest, like
Her
as a
husband,
woman,
he's a nice. Her husband's a nice guy. I really personally don't think he did it in to do.
Malice. Yeah.
No, no, not this guy. No.
it could have also been a situation of the homegirl, wanting to signify to her other homegirl that you see how close your man is hugging me. This ain't me. This ain't I ain't on your man like that. I could see that being a reason of why she would give her that
Let me
look
do
as to
that.
say like, look at how close your man is to
Mm-hmm.
me, because maybe she's been in situations where she's been that friend that's always getting accused of home wrecking and shit, or
Let me
maybe
ask.
it's super.
Let me ask another question then. Okay. What if the guy that you just met, you're dating, let's say for a year, and he had this female best friend, which kind of doesn't exist from the male world, but let's just pretend it does.
I got like mad best friends.
Oh,
I got mad best friends.
Um,
we gotta
let's
have a show about that.
Literally, I was
It
like,
is.
while we were in the check-in, I was hosting and entertaining my homegirl Asia and her daughter
hmm
with my girlfriend as well.
Okay. So
We
okay,
used to
let's
gather on Sundays to watch P Valley all together as a family.
P Valley. Oh, but okay,
Yep.
they
As a family?
guy has right.
Not her daughter. Not her.
Well, you,
Albeit,
you you just mentioned the daughter was there too. That's like, as a family, that's what y'all
her,
do.
her her daughter was just here with her tonight. But
Clarify that before we go
on
any
on
further.
Yes,
on
please,
Sunday
please.
nights, on the Lord's night, on the Sabbath night, as adults,
Watching
we
P Valley.
gather as adults to watch a TV show about strip clubs and gay.
Right.
Right, amen.
Okay. But so yeah, what I was saying, the,
I threw you
the
off.
guy has a friend, his the female happens to be kind of like a best friend. They've known each other since high school, and then you come into the picture, and they used to talk and hang out and go and stuff like that. Does that cut off now? They can no longer, can they talk on the phone late into the night? Can they go hang out at strip club? Can they go watch P Valley on Sunday nights at each other's house without you? Is that cut off? Is there, what limit is there that they can still have communication with each other without you there?
I had this on my episode. Can male and females be friends? And
I don't think so. For the most part.
There's always one that wants a little more.
Right.
You can be honest. There's a lot more than one.
Might be the man. I don't know. I mean, I don't see why they can't be friends, but you talking about what? Hanging out at the strip club and he's at her house at night?
Movies, dinner,
no.
Okay.
Starbucks.
Those are dates.
Let me tell you something. Whatever you did when you were single, that's what you did when you were single. You're in a relationship now. You gotta have some respect. Would you want me to do it? I got a homeboy. We want to watch P Valley together. I ain't coming home till about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Down in the valley with a girl.
You know why that wouldn't work? Because I'm gonna think, because there's no way they can be friends. The guys end. The girls end, maybe.
Females can't be friends.
Girls, I think
women are more capable of sustaining. Women actually want platonic relationships with men. They actually seek it.
I agree.
That's what's crazy about it. It's really just it's really just the other side.
We just built differently. It's the same reason why you don't go over to a guy's house at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and expect just to watch TV.
I wouldn't want him to be going to her house watching no P Valley.
I wouldn't want him going over there watching TV.
Well, I wouldn't want him watching P Valley, period.